Hello, everyone. In this section, we will discuss three primary topics. First one is distinctive characteristics of services. And second one is service package. And the third one is grouping services by delivery. Let's discuss them in turn. The first part about distinctive characteristics of services. We can summarize the major characteristic of service as compared to physical products. And the first feature is simultaneity. Simultaneity. It means opportunities for personal setting interaction create customer perception of quality. So simultaneity means the produce and the consumption of service are at the same time. So the service provider and the customer need to work together at the same time to perform the services. And next major feature is perishability. Perishability. Here, perishability means service cannot be kept as inventory. Okay, cannot inventory. Opportunity loss of idle capacity need to match supply with demand due to perishability. So if you don't sell the ticket or sports event or music concert, then you lost the opportunity to get money. So opportunity loss of idle capacity. So it's better to match supply with demand. That's the best things to have just matched supply and demand due to this future perishability. And next feature is intangibility. Intangibility, that means creative advertising, no patent protection, importance of reputation. So intangibility means service cannot be touched. So you need to make the customer have more sense about your service. Then you can use creative advertising. And since service is hard to be protected by patent, so it's important to establish, to build, to enhance your reputation, to make intangibility to be more tangible and more physical to the customers. And next feature is about heterogeneity. Heterogeneity. The heterogeneity means differences. Customer involvement in delivery process result in variability. Since as we mentioned, in the service involvement, the service provider and the customer had to work together to co-create value for themselves. So the customer involvement in delivery process will influence the final quality of the service event, so result in variabilities. And next feature is customer participation in the service process. As we mentioned, value co-creation of the services. So customer need to participate in the service process. Attention to facility design, opportunities for co-production, concern for customer and employee behavior. All these are implications from the feature the customer had to participate in the service process. And last feature of service is non-ownership. And for this feature, we can classify service into the following kinds. Let's have a look at the summarization of non-ownership classification of services. Okay, for first one, goods rental. And customer value obtain temporary right to exclusive use goods rental, like rental a car, and the customer a temporary right to exclusively use this car. Example, vehicles, tools, furniture, and equipment. And for this kind of service, major management challenges is site selection and the maintenance, site selection and the maintenance for the convenience of customer to get in touch with you to have your services. And next type of non-ownership service is place and the space rental, place and the space rental. And customer value obtain exclusive use of defined portion of a large space. So you rent a place, rent a office, rent a space, and so on. And the customer can obtain exclusive use of defined portion of a large space. Examples include hotel room, sit on airplane, and storage unit. And management challenges for this kind of service is housekeeping and achieving economies of scale, housekeeping and achieving economies of scale. And next, along ownership service is labor and expertise, And this kind of service create customer value by hire other people to do a job, for you. Example include car repair, surgery, management, consulting, and so on. And for management challenges is expertise is renewable resources, but time is perishable. So expertise is renewable. You need to enhance your expertise all the time. So it's renewable, but time is perishable. So you have to learn most, to build, to enhance your expertise in a short time. And next on ownership service is physical facility usage. Physical facility usage. It creates customer value by gain admission to a facility for a period of time. Gain admission to a facility for a period of time. Example is theme park, campground, and the physical fitness gym. And management challenge is queuing and crowd control. Queuing and crowd control. It also relates to the issue of demand and the supply, since we want to make most of the capacity available to make most profit from the situation that demand meet the supply. And the final non-ownership service is network usage. Network usage. Customer value is obtained from gain access to participate. Gaining access to participate. Example is electric utility, cell phone, internet. That's you rent the right to use the network. And management challenge is availability and pricing decisions. Availability and pricing decisions for marketing purposes to keep more customers, to make more profits. And for the non-ownership services, let's think about the implications of the rental or usage paradigm. Implication of rental and the usage paradigm is a reflection of the non-ownership services. And first one is creates the option of renting a good upon demand rather than purchase. Create the option for renting a good upon demand rather than purchase. So there's an alternative of purchase. You offer the customer the opportunity to rent instead of purchase the service. And next, service often involves setting slices of larger physical entities, like the space, render space example we mentioned about. Service often involves setting slices of larger physical entities. And next, labor and expertise are renewable resources. You had to keep improving your expertise to keep your competitiveness to your competitors. And the time plays a central role in most services. Time is critical, time is important for the value of the service offered. And that service pricing should vary with time and availability. Service pricing, that's one way to keep the balance of demand and the supply and to solve the issues of perishability of service. To solve the problem of service cannot be kept as inventory. And from these implications, you can think about one question. Can services in general be described as customers sharing resources? There's no standard solutions for this question. Just think about this question. It's open in nature. And that's about the major characteristics of services as compared to physical products. And next, let's look at the way to see the service. Here we suggest a systematic perspective to look at the service. That's the concept of service packaging. So service is a big system. In this big system, there are several subsystems. Let's look at this picture. For the service service appearance is the focal point, final result of final outcomes of the service provided. Then it can be divided into explicit services and implicit services. And all these services are surrounded by supporting facilities, facilitating goods and information. And that's the whole system of service. We call this service packaging. Let's describe these subsystems in more details. So the service packaging, think about it as a bigger total system that includes several subsystems. And one subsystem is supporting facility. That's the physical resources that must be in place before a service can be sold. Supporting facility, like classroom in a school. Examples are golf course, ski lift, hospital, and the airplane. These are typical supporting facilities. And next subsystem is facilitating goods. The material consumed by the buyer or items provided by the consumers. They constructed the facilitating goods of the service. Examples are food items, legal documents, golf clubs, medical history. That's facilitating goods. And next we have information, operations data or information that is provided by the customer to enable efficient and customized service. Examples are patient medical records, seats available on a flight, customer preferences, location of customer to dispatch a taxi. So that's the supporting facility, facilitating goods and the information. That's the total in the macro environment surrounding the service. Now, next, let's look at the core, the central part of the service that include explicit services and implicit services. Implicit services are benefits readily observable by the senses. Benefits readily observable by the senses. The essential or intrinsic features. Examples are quality of meal. Quality of meal is easy to sense. And the attitude of the waiter, you can sense the warmth of the service, the quality of the service, on-time departure. All these are represented examples about good explicit services. But other than explicit services, we also have implicit services, that are psychological benefits or extrinsic features, which the consumer may sense only vaguely as implicit services. Examples are privacy of long office, security of a well-lighted parking lot. These are implicit services. So these two parts are major contributors for the service experience. And next topic, we'll talk about grouping services by delivery. Grouping services by delivery, and under this category, we have the service process matrix as shown in this slide. We distinct four different kinds of situations according to degree of interaction and customization. For x-axis is the degree of interaction and customization, and for y-axis relate to degree of labor intensity. So we have four kinds of situations. For low degree of interaction, and low degree of labor intensity, we have service factory, so such as airlines, trucking, hotels, resort, and recreations. So this has low degree of interaction and a low degree of labor intensity. And for the right-hand upper part, we have service shop with the feature of high interaction but low labor intensity. And the example include hospitals, auto repair, and other repair services. And for the low interaction and the high labor intensity, we have mass service, such as retailing, wholesaling, schools, and retail banking. And the last situation for high interaction and high labor intensity, we have professional service such as doctors, lawyers, accountants, and architects. So we group services by delivery. So we have service process matrix. So for kind of situations, we have service factory, service shop, and mass service and professional service. And different kind of services provide different opportunities for improvement. So we tend the matrix to consider about major challenges for managers. For the upper part, challenges for managers, low labor intensity. For low labor intensity, so we had to consider about capital decisions technological advances, managing demand to avoid peaks and to promote off-peaks and schedule service deliveries. That's the challenge for low labor intensity. And in contrast, challenges for managers for high labor intensity, manager had to appropriate hiring the good appropriate employees for the service, and the training and the methods development and control, and employees welfare, scheduling workforces, control of far-flung geographic locations, and startup of new units and managing growth. That's the issues for high labor intensity. And next part for the interaction and customization. And for low interaction, the management challenges is for marketing and making service warm, attention to physical surroundings, and managing fairly rigid hierarchy with need for standard operating procedures, or SOP, standard operating procedures. And in contrast, for the high interaction or high customization, challenges for managers include fighting cost increase, and maintaining quality, reacting to consumer intervention in process, and managing advancement of people's delivering services. Also, managing flat hierarchy with loose subordinate superior relationships. Also, gaining employee loyalty. That's the major challenges for managers for the high interaction, high customization situations. Okay, these challenges for service managers are based on our grouping of service by delivering. That's the case, the extended implications from the service process matrix. Okay, in this section, we discuss about distinctive characteristic of services. Also, we talk about service packages, and we talk about grouping services by delivering. Also, we discuss the implications for managers. That's all for this section. Thank you for your watching and listening. See you in next section. Thank you all.